Earlier in the show, we mentioned the Browns are moving Bill Musgrave from offensive assistant to quarterback coach. Musgrave is tied to Derek Carr. Carr's first two Pro Bowl appearances came under Musgrave in Oakland, 2015-2016, when Musgrave was the offensive coordinator. That kind of leads us to an article you wrote, QB projections. You've got the veteran QB projection being Derek Carr, and the rookie drafted QB being Cam Ward. Take us through that. That's an article you wrote for the Orange and Brown Report.
Well, because quarterback's going to be such a big discussion all off season, I started, you know, kind of like a takeoff on mock drafts. Everybody's always interested in mock drafts. I mean, this is just quarterbacks. What I think the Browns will do with the information at hand. I did one early in January 1.0. I had Kirk Cousins being the first option, and Cam Ward. Until I hear different that he's off the table, that would be a choice for the second quarterback. I didn't really go into a third option or a third quarterback for this. The most recent one, I'm doing them every 2 weeks on Friday. The last one, um, Derek Carr. Of all the options, I like him the best, but I don't know. I'm not a salary cap guru. We have a guy on our staff you've had on that knows the ins and outs. He says he feels like it would be too big of a hit for the Saints if they traded Derek Carr. I like the trade idea because you can get him. You get to free agency, anything goes. Now I do know Derek Carr does have a no trade clause, so he could be released just like Kirk Cousins. He also has a no trade, but most people expect Cousins to be released. So that to me is where Derek Carr, if of all the options right now that are even possible, I would say Derek Carr would be, to me, the best option. I think he's 33. He's always played well with the Browns. Other options are Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins. The free agents are maybe Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones. But right now, we don't know about those. They could all be franchised or re signed or something like that. So I'm saying, a Derek Carr the first option. And then if Cam Ward's there and you like him, you feel like he's got what you need, you don't shy off, you still draft him. And then you could have a situation like the Falcons did with Michael Penix. They had the seventh pick. They signed Cousins to a big contract, but that didn't deter them from drafting Michael Penix. And then they moved on from Cousins. There you have it. The quarterback situation has been so elusive so long. Why not, if you believe in Cam Ward or Shadur Sanders or Jalen Milrow or wherever, if you have a guy like Derek Carr in tow or one of the other guys we mentioned, don't be afraid because there's something wrong with those guys. They're all in their mid 30s or later. And so make sure you have, go for it. As far as I don't like the idea of relying totally on the number two pick in the draft at quarterback to be Jaden Daniels. Maybe he will be, but I think if you want to win next year, you got to have somebody that can step right in and help you win games. Nobody thought Sam Darnold was going to do what he did last year at this time. Maybe you can find lightning in a bottle with Daniel Jones or somebody like that.